In this video, we are going to learn about the second and third conditional. Second conditional structure is if, simple past, would or could or might, and the verb in base form. We're going to use the second conditional to talk about unlikely situations to happen but possible, imaginary situations or hypothetical situations, right? For example, if I lived in Europe, I would visit Venice regularly. Or I can say, I would visit Venice regularly if I lived in Europe. All right? Pay attention that the if clause can come at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. But if it comes first in the sentence, we are going to use a comma in the middle. Pay attention to the structure. If, simple past, would, and the verb in base form. Pay attention that this is a situation that is imaginary, is hypothetical, is unlikely to happen right now, but is possible to happen. All right? Now, after I, he, she, or it, we can use where in conditionals all the time, all right? For example, if I were you, I wouldn't tell anyone about this. Or I wouldn't tell anyone about this if I were you. All right? I can also say, if I were here, he might apologize for being late. Or I can say, he might apologize for being late if he were here. Other example, if she were healthy, she could go to the competition, or she could go to the competition if she were healthy, right? Pay attention that we are using, in this case, we are using would, in this case, we are using might, in this case, we are using could, all right? And in all of them, we are using where. Now, the third conditional. For the third conditional structure, we have if plus the past perfect structure plus would or might or could have and the past participle form of the verb. This is for impossible situations or something that didn't happen, all right? And we are imagining the possible results of something that didn't happen, right? For example, if she had studied, she would have passed the exam. But as it is something that didn't happen, all right, we are just imagining what would have happened if she had studied, right? Or we can say, oh, she would have passed the exam if she had studied. All right, it's something that right now in this moment is impossible, but we are just talking about what would have happened. So we have the structure if, past perfect, would in this case, have, and the past participle form of the verb. Another example. If you had bought a lottery ticket, you might have won. Or I can say, you might have won if you had bought a lottery ticket. Pay attention to the structure if, past perfect structure, might in this case, and have, and the past participle form of the verb. This is something that in the past did not happen, so right now it's impossible to win the lottery, right? So we are just imagining what would have happened, or in this case, what might have happened if I had bought a lottery ticket, all right? So this is the second and third conditional.